Red Bulls get their revenge. Patrick Vieira gets tossed in 4-1 blowout over NYCFC. The Red Bulls already had a habit of making NYCFC look slow, cold and inept. They simply did it again Sunday afternoon in the sweltering heat, wiping away their rival like the bead of sweat in the 95-degree weather. The 4-1 victory was even more lopsided than the final score, a game that included brilliance from Sasha Kljestan, frustration yellow cards for NYCFC and, afterwards, bitter words from coach Patrick Vieira. Near the end of the first half, Vieira was thrown out for harassing the referees and then got into a heated argument with Red Bulls coach Jesse Marsch before exiting through the tunnel. He spent a good portion of the post-game media session calling Marsch a crybaby. "I think today the referee makes more decisions in favor of the Red Bulls because the manager had been crying all the week," Vieira said. "In the end, he gets what he wants. So add another level of animosity to this rivalry." In the days leading up to the game, the Red Bulls proclaimed they were following it earlier this month. Marsch dubbed the favorable calls for NYCFC's stars an epidemic, and was fined by the league for voicing wider concerns about the officiating. Now Vieira is getting in on the action, refusing to shake Marsch's hand. The Frenchman said his message to Marsch was "Stop crying, stop complaining." Vertical line: "I feel sorry for him. I think you can see that." After Marsch's comment, "As a football club, we decided not to respond because that isn't the way we want to do things. We have the full respect of the referee. We do understand that sometimes decision is really difficult to make from the referee. One day he's for us, one day he's against us. We understand it, and we respect it, and some people don't, and they prefer to cry openly, and it's good because it went for them this time." Marsch, meanwhile, had a glowing assessment of referee Mark Geiger after the Red Bulls were awarded a penalty for just the second time this season. NYCFC picked up 6 yellow cards to go along with its lackluster performance. "I thought Geiger was fantastic," Marsch said. "He had a very clean game. While the coaches were taking turns sniping to the media, what hasn't changed much is the way the Red Bulls handle NYCFC, improving to 5-1 while outscoring them 18-5. With the exception of goalscorer Tommy McNamara, who bent in the beauty near the end of the first half for NYCFC, the visitors and their old stars couldn't keep up in the heat at Red Bull Arena. Midfielders Frank Lampard and Andrea Pirlo were invisible against the home team's high press. The Red Bulls lead 3-0 by the 41-minute mark, with Kljestan either scoring or assisting on those goals. Bradley Wright-Phillips sized the game in the 70th minute by dribbling around goalkeeper Josh Saunders on a breakaway, recording the brace on the afternoon and his 8th goal in 6 games against NYCFC. Late in the game, a frustrated Lampard tackled Kljestan, fell on him, and picked up a yellow card. Kljestan responded by holding up the score with his fingers, 4 on his left hand, 1 on his right. With the Red Bulls showboating down the stretch, NYCFC picked up 4 yellow cards in the final 5 minutes. The final one to Wright-Phillips for dissent means the league's leading scorer will be suspended for NYCFC's game against Colorado on Saturday because of yellow card accumulation. Marsch made calculated statements to try to influence the referee, Lampard said. Simple as that. Despite the embarrassing loss, NYCFC 976 remains in first place in the Eastern Conference with the Red Bulls 9-9 for moving up to second and just 2 points behind. With